Because every time you break, and in every way that you break, while it's a chance for you to give up and for you to fall apart, but there's also opportunity to get stronger and get smarter and get faster and get tougher and get more stable and get more resilient and get better.
What I need you to do is I need you to find a reason to keep going. And if you can find a reason to keep going, I know you're strong enough to do it because you're human. And every human has what it takes to get past whatever they're going through if they decide to. Push through it. Push through it. Tragedy and trials come to everybody. Only the strong survive.
The fight isn't over. The fight is just beginning. You have the opportunity to show the world what you are really made of.
I need you to look at that sickness that's going on in your life right now, whatever it is. I want you to say, I can beat it. I can beat it. I will beat it. I must. I got a family to live for. I ain't through yet. My life ain't over yet. There's some things in life you don't need no degree for. You don't need no money for it. You don't need no support for it. There's some things in life you just gonna get through when you tell yourself, I'm gonna get through this.
Regardless of what happens to you in life, regardless of the adversity, regardless of the opposition, regardless of the trial and tribulation, nothing can stop you. The only thing that can stop you is you. No situation, no circumstance, no piece of adversity can define your life. Never let a circumstance define you.
And I'm not retreating. I'm not running. I don't care what they say on paper. I don't care if you say we outnumbered. We live by this and we die by this. We don't retreat. We don't run. We gonna stand, we gonna live, we gonna die by what we stand for, and everybody gonna know what we represent and what we're part of.
I got staying power. I got staying power.
Be encouraged today that no matter what you walk through, no matter how broken your marriage is, no matter how many times you failed,
There is within you a spirit that is greater than whatever is going on around you.
If you would be willing to fight your way through this battle, fight your way through cancer, fight your way through that academic struggle, fight your way through divorce, fight your way through it. If you are willing to fight your way through that singing career, fight your way through boxing, fight your way through football, I'm telling you at the end of the fight is going to come victory.
Hello, good evening, everyone. Good evening, guys. Can you hear me? Good evening, Prajwal. Can you guys hear me? Just put something in chat. Okay, good evening. Okay. So yes, members are saying yes, they can hear me. Good evening, Mahesh, Alok, Aniket, Nazia, Shreyas, Akash, Julie, Dhanashri, Subhojit. Okay, nice and bang on time, guys. The time right now is 9:02, and chalo, let's get started. Very good to see all you guys bang on time available, and now let's add value. Okay, today is going to be very insightful session. It will be useful for firstly the working professionals who are already there in the industry. For them, it is going to be really very useful. And secondly, it comes down to all the job seekers. Okay, right from day one onwards, how you should start operating in the company. You will get a nice plan about that as well. And it will help you to go very faster compared to any other of your peers. Okay, so whatever I learned out of my 13 years of experience, the techniques, strategies of planning and execution for going up the ladder in the industry and succeeding, we are going to discuss that. Okay, and chalo, good to see Alok, Akshay and Krishna on video. Okay, and hopefully guys remember the productivity related input which we gave last week. Okay, don't sleep and listen to this session. So guys, everybody, all the guys behind the camera, I request you to sit with focus. Okay, don't lie down on sofa, because if you are already relaxed, the brain will miss half of the points. Okay, so I want you to get into a very serious note where you are maybe making notes about it, writing things down, involving thinking. Then you will be grasping today's topic very nicely. Okay, and guys, just like any other topic which we do, listening and understanding is step one. Second is putting it into action, and for that, planning and putting it into action, and then comes doing it repeatedly. So success is not one time thing. You have to keep repeating, and then over a period of time you will start accomplishing results. And that's what career success is. Okay, now let me even tell you, ki, if you do one good activity in your project, okay, that doesn't make you eligible for a promotion or a great hike. It's a consistent behavior which get rewarded. That means over a period of 1 year, when you are adding a lot of value to the system, then you will be the worthy candidate for a better hike, promotion, and stuff like that. That means consistency is the game, and you cannot manipulate or like sugarcoating. Goody game nahi chalta hai. You have to genuinely put value to the system, and then you get rewarded with it. Okay, so this is what we are going to touch, and chalo, straight away let's get on to the topic for today. Guys, everybody make some notes about it. Okay, so chalo, open some notepad or something. I will dictate it, I will share the screen, and yes, in the end we will take some time out to perform the regular activities as well. Okay, so we have to be on a faster pace basis, so keep your senses alert. Okay, and grasp the concepts. Okay, now firstly, be it IT industry or any industry, but these principles are really required for success. We will put it from IT industry perspective. But okay, there are 5 major aspects of IT project. Okay, or if you are having an IT journey, there are 5 basic entities or components in which you have to check mark your success. And if you do success in all these 5 entities, automatically your career growth will happen very greatly. If you struggle in any one of it in a long run, so it's going to be a lot of work, and it's not matter of something which you can do it maybe in 1 month. Sometimes it takes 6 months, 1 year, even more than that. So these are time taking things. Okay, but yeah, someday you have to start planning and moving in that direction so that you can add value to your life and career. Okay, so there are 5 components where you need to focus on for getting massive growth. Okay, simple cheez hai. First is you have to focus hardcore on your growth. Okay, second, first listen, later we'll make some notes. Okay, first focus on your growth, mandatory. Second, focus on your team members' growth, mandatory. I'm talking about those who belong into the top 20% of the IT industry, guys. Okay, losers, average people, they will not be able to even put these efforts. So I want you to succeed and belong into the top quality of IT professional, which the industry really wants. So I'll give you inputs from that perspective. How to apply, to what level to apply, that is completely your choice. But I, in my full 13 years, applied across these 5, and that's the reason I grew pretty faster. So I will teach you what I applied. Okay, whether to do it or not, it's your choice. And without efforts, you will not be successful. That's what it is. Okay, and thoda sa selfishness to rakhna padega side mein. You have to think bigger, broader, and you have to become a giver in order to win in life. If you just see, I want, life will not allow you to go forward. Okay, so 5 pillars. First, your growth. Second, your team member growth. Third, your project growth. Fourth, your client growth. Fifth, your company growth. You need to do something in each of these 5 areas in order to succeed in your career. Okay, so chalo, write it down quickly. Okay, 5 areas to master for corporate success. And abhi har ek ke liye you have to come up with plans, strategy, what to do, how to do, when to do, and then so it's a lot of effort. Abhi each of the area will have its own life cycle in itself. Okay, 5 areas of focus for corporate growth. Okay, it's 5 areas of focus for corporate growth. First, your personal growth. Chalo, fatafat. First is your personal growth. Second, your team growth. 5 areas of focus for corporate success. First, your personal growth. Second, your team growth. Okay. Third, your project growth. Fourth, your client or customer growth. Okay. Fifth, your company growth. You can say growth, replace it with success, and that's what it is, or satisfaction, that's what it is. Your company. Now, you need to plan and execute your success in each of this area, and this is applicable for regardless of which technology you are working on. Okay? Now, we will speak separately about your personal growth, but in the end, we will take this topic because the rest of them we should quickly finish it, and then we can spend more time on your personal growth area. But basically, personal growth comprises about both the things, guys. Your core tech skills and soft skills required for success. Okay. Core tech skills, soft skills. Soft skills में आ जाता है your management, your communication, your leadership, your estimation of the project. Okay. So how do you deal with other team members? How proactive you are? So all those things become part of your soft skills. Tech skills is your ability to understand requirements, code on those requirements, deliver a good quality product without bugs, okay, reviewing things properly, improving on the design aspect, problem solving ability. So all those things belong as part of tech skills. And then soft skills is these other parallel set of things: estimation, communication, proactiveness, honesty, and like collaboration with other team members. And you have to succeed in both of it. Okay? Effort डालना पड़ेगा. It will not come naturally by itself. Okay, you have to put efforts to grow in each of the areas. Okay, now speaking about the other areas, देखो guys, there are a lot to be spoken about, but I'll try to simplify it so that you can really take some actions and apply it in your life. Okay, देखो, if you are talking about technical team growth, okay, you need to think about 2 kinds of team growth. So let's say you are a 5-member team, you are one of the team member, okay, and you have to make it your responsibility that everybody in the team should grow. Let's say if not everybody, but at least 2 people, 1 more person which you are helping him to grow, like that 2-3 logo ka group bana ke, if you can really do that, it will add a lot of value. Okay, so your team should grow, and start with maybe 1 person and then add more to that, 2-3 people, and that's really right. But you have to do 2 things, guys. Team growth consists of 1, collaboration and team bonding. You have to grow in this area, and you have to grow in teams tech capability. Write it down. Write down both. Team growth ka, you have to put efforts for collaboration and team bonding. And the second thing is team's technical capability. Okay, now technical means everything, right? Requirements to designing, to development, to QA, and maybe new technologies, way of working, everything. देखो guys, I'm telling you the secret of how you will get a good hike and how you will get promotion and how you will move up the ladder quickly in the industry. Okay? This is what you analyze it, you apply it, because your life you will succeed. But I'm giving you the right instructions and guidance. Okay, what will work for you? Okay? Yes, feel free to experiment it, draw your own conclusions, but remember today's topic always. Okay, because I know I have seen these conclusions coming out of my 13 years. So I feel this is the truth. Okay, but yes, I want you to make mistakes, learn from it, but come on the right conclusions. Don't get on a negative path in life, otherwise it becomes really struggling. Okay, fine. Now, collaboration and team tech capability. Okay, देखो, it could be anything, guys. point is, let's say if you are learning something as part of your personal growth, okay, you need to have this kind of a genuine attitude of sharing it with the team member so that even they learn something. And then you need to inject that kind of a feeling in them, okay, bhai, you also learn something, and then share back to me. You can imagine if there are 5 people in the team, and if everybody is doing that, people grow 5 times faster than alone growth. Right? So this is what I'm saying. Team capability ko simply, whatever, let's say a new course you took, which will add value to the project, you try to share it with others, because the more you explain, you will become better in the concepts. And then because you are explaining, you need to inject the feeling, okay, you also do your some growth. And when you have done, you also share it with me. Nothing but in the same 24 hours, 2 people are working together and sharing. Your growth will grow pretty faster if you work towards this. This is what simple technique I would suggest for team tech capability growth. You learn something technical, share it with them, and then ask them, inspire them, they should also do it, share it back to you, and then together make this as a living habit of the system. And the more you are involved in this, the better you will be recognized, and the more value for the full team is going to come out. That's my suggestion for you. Okay, now next, collaboration. Okay, dekho guys, I would say ki there is a lot of nonsense on social media. Okay, to some extent it might be true also, some extent it might be false as well, but you need to understand every project is different, all teams are different, people are different. You cannot measure the IT industry like with one statement or one conclusion. Okay, different people are different. So you might have heard something like this in social media ki, okay, you're getting paid for only your job, so don't take others' work, right? You care about yourself because the company doesn't care about you. All these things are mindset of average people or below average people. Successful people never think like that. So you have to fix yourself. No matter what goes around, you cannot compromise on your efforts at work. And life is not just about you, it's about growing together. That's the core pieces. Okay, whatever your conclusions of your life is, but I want you to change your attitude towards life. So this is what it is, and this is what will go give you results. Now, what I'm saying is, with regards to collaboration and team bonding, do some initiatives which will really help the team to come together. The more independent and isolated you are, the more you will not love working on your project. If you are always independent, detached from the rest of the team, काम करने में मजा नहीं आएगा. You will not enjoy your work. It will become just a passing 8 hours, 9 hours, and then that's how life will happen. But if you do great collaboration, you will love your job every single day. There will be excitement of going at work and solving some challenge. So guys, it is up to you of how enjoyable your work experience should become. That's a complete choice given to you. So I would suggest do something by which collaboration grows in the team. Okay, and not just in office, outside office also connect. Maybe book a cricket ground, go there, play, or lunch or dinner somewhere outside. Weekend may sometimes connecting. Outside office hours, even on a non-project related aspects, try to know each other. Put some efforts, because the more you bond there, project may it all reflects. Okay, great bonds will always be useful, valuable for your growth, their growth, and everybody's growth. Okay, so this is what is my suggestion. Team growth पे दोनों पे काम करना है. Okay, now comes the third aspect. Okay, so write it down, guys. Patak se these two. Now comes the third aspect, project related. Okay, now guys, देखो project related. Write down the first thing: end-to-end project execution. Okay, feedback to improve the system, which means this could be people improvement or process improvement or anything else. Write down these two things, guys. These are the gem conclusions which I know that if you implement it, you will start succeeding in your career. Guaranteed, guaranteed. There is no other way. Okay, write down your project growth. So you have to work for your project growth in these two terms. There might be multiple other things, but I'm trying to focus on the core things. Okay, end-to-end project execution. And second, feedback to improve the system. Maybe improve other people or improve the processes. Very essential. Many people are like, अरे project गंदा है, मेरे लोग ऐसे, मेरे लोग वैसे. Guys, first affirmation, I am responsible for my life. You cannot blame it on the project or the people, because you are still given a choice. Okay? You can do something to change that environment. And if you are not doing it, so don't complain about it. That's what it is. Okay? So write down both. Guys, if you have written, comment it in chat. If you have written, quickly comment it in chat. Project growth. End-to-end project execution. And the second one is feedback and improving the system. Guys, I'll even tell you as a junior how to progress. Okay, so I'll first core lagate, फिर strategy banate on top of this. Okay, fine. Okay, multiple members done. Now focus on this thing. देखो guys, end-to-end project execution. That means first, when the requirement came, is it clear to get started for development? 2-3 checkpoints hai guys. If you stick with that, your IT life is going to be very simple. And tomorrow we will discuss more about it. Tomorrow more IT project execution we will discuss. But today I'll just say that once the requirement came, IT works majority of the projects in agile culture, which is like 2 weeks of working sprint culture. So we take requirements for the full team, decide in 2 weeks how much we can deliver, and then deliver that. And then the next 2 weeks happen. So development happens in phases of 2 weeks, 3 weeks, something like that. Okay? So you have to just end-to-end project execution, as in first, what role can you play so that the requirement clarification becomes good? Second, what role you play so that design and approach finalization becomes good? What role you play so that implementation becomes good? Then testing and quality becomes good. And the next important one is whatever is promised for the sprint, same thing is delivered. Okay, pehla samjho, don't get into busy into writing. But just understand, this is basic project flow. Okay, requirement came, you understand, groom, lot of discussions happen there. Okay, next you design and finalize approach. Next you implement that. Next you properly test it. And then whatever commitment you gave in the beginning, okay, we will finish these 5, let's say, stories or tickets. By the end of 2 weeks, you have to meet all those 5. Okay, this simple is project life cycle. Now the point is that there are a lot of problems. Maybe one person in the team is good in that, other man is struggling in that, or process-wise problem might be there. Clients might be having problems. Your seniors might not support. Your juniors might support. Isme bahut complication hai. The point is, what kind of a role can you play in improving this end-to-end project execution? Okay, and you might have to give feedbacks and improve. But the thing is, can you do that kind of a role bigger than just thinking about one person, which is you? Can you think about pura ka pura system or your full team? As a beginner, even at least kuch cheeze, don't live with pain, start improving pain. So this is what, for project growth, you need to focus the end-to-end project growth. And now you have to decide currently, whatever is your level, should you first focus at least for your own tickets, which you will be working. If this is going to go fine end-to-end, your first target should be at least for your tickets, everything should be good. For your work, everything should be good. Second stage, how you can help your team members to also execute the project smoothly. The first basic thing is focus on yourself. Okay, flight mein kya bolte? Mask niche aayega, first put it on you. So first you grow. Okay, first you do things and then you tell others to do things. and then help others to do things. That's how growth happens. For example, this entire career program, right? All these, whatever I am sharing, I did it for a very long time in my life, got very great results. So I know what's working, what's not working, then sharing it with you guys, and then doing also with you guys so that you get more benefited and don't make blunder mistakes in your growth journey. This is how you go pretty good. Now, this is what it is. End-to-end project execution. Okay. Abhi first focus on your path for everything, then focus on the full team or at least one more person, how you can make the life simple for one more person. And then comes the second area here, giving feedbacks. Now, thoda sa you have to understand this thing very properly. Okay. Dekho guys, feedbacks can backfire in the industry like a lot. Nobody likes to, it's really bad ki negative feedbacks kisi ko bolna and then they not taking it positively, and you will be like, I'm trying to help you, and then you take it on your ego and make it personal. So feedback is a very critical thing in the industry. Okay. And how to give and receive feedback is an art which you need to learn. Why? Because dekho, honestly, if I am making some mistakes, if nobody tells me that, I will not improve. But at the same time, what will happen if somebody tells me my mistake, my ego comes up and says, ki, "Acha, tu to bahut acha hai na, you do it. I'll do what I do best." Now, understand, there is human psychology involved here. Okay. First, feedback giving is mandatory. But when feedback is given, people don't take it positively, and even including me, you, everybody. That's a human behavior. We all carry our egos with us, and when somebody points finger at us, we don't feel comfortable with that. That's natural. Point is, if you want to succeed in your IT career, you need to somehow manage this feedback properly. Okay, how you can comfortably receive feedback and how you can comfortably get feedback. इस पे काम करना पड़ेगा. Now, there will be a lot of techniques and all, but you start working on that. And the second thing is ki encourage you and your team members. If there is, now this is something which I really experienced in multiple teams also, working with different people. Ki if there is a problem in person, okay, that problem people are not telling for like 3 months, 6 months, till the time the situation becomes really worse, and either this person quits the job or that person quits the job. So if feedbacks are not given on the right time and not handled, then people will leave their jobs, they will be unhappy at work. And somehow now you have to ask a question, and that will impact the project. So if you can be that person in the team who can give helpful feedback to others and learn how to receive, how to give, your IT career is going to be pretty faster and good, because many people struggle in this area. Seeko. Nahi aata hai, so let's learn. So write down these two things, guys. First, your project growth mein end-to-end project execution. Second one is feedback to improve the system. Now, it could be people feedback, it could be process feedback. But if, okay, now, if you feel that there is some problem in the system, you need to tell and try to solve it. This is how your approach should be. Okay. And you have to tell it in a supportive manner, not like pointing finger or blaming, but like, there is a problem. And then give idea also on how to solve, and then work with that person or the process in order to even improve. When that happens, people will respect you in the IT industry and they will make way for your success because you are helping people. Okay. As if you're understanding, just put it in chat, because these are essential things where many people go wrong. Understanding feedback, very critical. End-to-end project execution, very critical. Master these two things. Okay, Shenu says getting. Akhila says getting. Understand, guys. This iski wajah se success or failure in the industry will be determined. The more you give positive feedbacks to others and help them to grow, so then during your hikes and appraisals, you have made the project so much better, the people so much better, okay, you become that deserving candidate. And if you are improving the project end to end, first on your own personal growth and then for the team's growth, automatically you are wonderful for the company. That's how important it is. Okay? Chalo, now let's move on to the next one. Abhi client ko touch karte hai. You might be like, Jeff Bezos to bolta hai, bhai, client is our first priority, tausif ne client ko fourth priority de diya. Okay. So now, important. Without client, nothing exists, right? The business, the money, the everything is starting point is client. Somebody wants a project and you have to have your customers happy, satisfied. That's the truth. Okay, no two ways about it. Okay, but at the same time, proper sense is required ki how you can keep your clients really satisfied. Okay, first of all, I would like to give you a mindset makeover. How mindset should be. Otherwise, people end up in the industry fighting with the clients. I have literally seen dramas like this also. अच्छा client ऐसे कैसे बोल रहा है tech team को हम लोग तो इतना जान लगा के काम कर रहे हैं और वो लोग तो ऐसे बोल के चले जाएंगे. That dramas also happen in industry. But the point is, it's because it's broken mindset. Okay? We have to grow, upgrade. That's where your personal growth will be in your mindset, attitude, approach, everything. The right mindset is you need to know, okay, you, the tech team, plus the clients are together working to accomplish business success. Whatever is your project business is. So the thing which you need to keep in your mind is, okay, your business should succeed. The project you're doing it for business and revenue and something in the real world, that should succeed. And both your clients and you are working towards that. Okay. And in this journey, you have to support each other in order to accomplish business success. Fighting, pointing, blaming, say nothing is going to happen. You need to learn how to merge and collaborate with your clients in order to succeed that business. And if you can get that, that's the only attitude which is required for success with clients. Yeah, they will make mistakes. So gently guide them. I feel that something is like this wrong, but maybe this might work. Okay, but if they are saying, no, we want to still do it, fine, allow them to do that. But at least point them up. Okay, so understand their role, understand your role. But if you feel something is wrong, happily tell them, suggest them, but know it, you're working together towards a business goal, their growth. Okay, so get the right mindset. Write down the first thing. Okay, merge with the client to accomplish business success. Don't fight, quarrel, and cry, complain, blame, point fingers. Usne ye bola, maine ye bola. That happens in the industry. Don't do that. Okay, don't do that. Keep your egos a bit down, and that's where mindfulness, okay, mental peace is really required in order to be able to do that. Okay. Now this is first the mindset that you need to have to work with client. Okay. Now the second major thing which you need to work with client is end-to-end proactive, clear communication. Many clients complain because there is lack of clarity in the system. What is happening, who is doing, when it will be done. If it is not happening, tell us in advance. What is the mistake? What is the gap? This is broken for many projects in the IT industry. If you can solve that, okay, automatically life is going to be good. Communication, I'm not talking about talking here. I'm talking about clarity in sharing information. Communicating that we are not clear with this requirement. We need to have another call. Okay, next, maintaining all the progress on Jira properly. Next, if something is stuck, telling it to the clients early in advance. Now, this is some drama which I have seen in IT industry. Many people, kamchor log bahut hote hain, and guys, such people will not succeed in industry. They will have problems. They don't understand it. अभी फिर recession में उनको जब affect हो जाएगा तो they will be like ऐसे कर दिया. But there is a problem in you. You need to understand. Okay. Now there are people like, even if they catch problem in during the daytime, okay, they still wait till the end of the day to drop email and say, "Arey, we are stuck, we are not able to progress." Unnecessary people take the full day time, and then by the end of the day, then they raise. So just for tossing things, okay, and such people will not succeed, and you should never do that. Be effective, work genuinely with your whole heart, do the right things. Okay, if there is a problem, communicate it in advance. Don't give last moment surprises. Okay, if you are going to change the scope, okay, this is critical. Jira mein there is some requirement given. If you are changing anything, if you are not developing anything as per Jira, that's a big problem. You need to discuss that with the clients first. Hey, this is not technically possible, so we want to change it. can you please update the Jira requirement also? Okay, so that is, all this is part of the communication. How do you work? And because of confusion in this full journey, that is where clients in the industry are unhappy for many projects. Because ye cheeze clear nahi. So if you can really work in that, it is really going to be very useful. Your clients will always be satisfied. Okay, fine. And the next thing which really matters is end quality of work. Production may buggy code, compromised code, not good. Next, and generally meeting the deadlines. If you keep shifting the targets, ki bhai 2 hafte mein, if you said this will happen, but by the end of 2 weeks, then you're saying, oh, we are not able to do it. It might take some more time. So if this keeps happening, clients will have a negative opinion about you. Okay, that simply shows immaturity. First, you gave estimate. Then for the entire 2 weeks, you did not tell the client that it will not be done. And then on the last day, you say, hey, we have not done this. We need some more time. This is a problem. Confusion in work, clarity, planning, it shows a lot about immaturity from the technical team side. So first, be clear. 2 weeks may we will do this. Next, if you are able to do it, not able to do it, tell it back to the client ki hoga nahi hoga during the mid of the sprint itself, halfway there. Okay, and don't give last moment surprise. Okay, and let's say due to whatever reason, if the deadline is getting pushed, and if that becomes a repeated behavior, clients will have a negative opinion about you. So don't make it. Maybe you have, next time onwards, you need to plan better so that the deadlines are met. So this is important. Okay, now the thing is, fine, if you do these few basic things, client is going to be happy. Now the point is, I'm trying to tell you what is required for each of this area. Team growth, kaise hogi? Project growth, what are the 2 essentials? I'm not touching many. Client growth, how exactly? And then now you have to figure out your strategy of how you can add value for you, your team, your project, your client and company. And it is a long-term work, but right direction pe leke chalo apni career. Then in some time, you will start enjoying this life a lot. And then the last one, company level pe thoda, let's not dig in more, but point is, can you do something across the company? Not just thinking about your project, but thinking about the full company. Okay, some activity which may be cross team support or organization level initiative, can you involve as part of that? Simple. This is what it is. Write it down, guys. Client related plus company related. Okay. Now, I'll now guide you ki what should be your next actions. Okay. And yes, everything is like a lot of effort, but how you should progress as part of your career planning, right? From if you have not already planned something for your career growth, right from tomorrow, what changes should you bring in your life? Okay, today, now we will discuss on that one. It's going to be very important. Those who do and those who then do it consistently, they will be able to enjoy career growth like anything. Okay, but yeah, again, that's where first we understood system, planning, reviewing activities, and then doing it regularly. So because the system has to be executed, this you have to do it for the next 1 year. Then in the end, you will get rewarded. Okay, kuch na kuch karke. Okay, now, dekho, few things. We said there are 5 areas, right? You, team, project, client, company. Thoda, let's understand this. There is a lot of you are dealing with all human beings. Okay, and human beings will have ego attached to them and problems will come. What does this mean? If this is somehow natural in human being, okay, वो 3 Idiots में उसने बोला ना कि दोस्त फेल होता है तो बुरा लगता है, but जब दोस्त पास हो फर्स्ट आता है तो और भी ज्यादा बुरा लगता है. So that is somewhere true. Okay, if somehow your team member sees that you are growing in your career and they are not able to do it, They will do whatever it takes to pull you back. Okay, this happens for many people. They will try to create problems in your growth. They will try to pull you back. And I've seen this happening to many human beings, because yes, they are all emotional egos and all those attitude problems are there in people. You cannot fix others. And you cannot always say ki arey yaar, people are like this only, this is a bad world. Ye aise nahi chalta hai. Again, I am responsible for my life. What can you do to solve the situation? And what I realized out of my 13 years is ki the only way, otherwise देखो corporate politics, why it is coming up in industry? Because of people with wrong attitude and all that, and then somebody wants to grow, others are like, tu akele kaise jayega, teko piche khichenge, all that drama and chaos. What I realized, the right way of doing all this is you have to take the team along with you. If you try to run alone in this race, you will face a lot of problems. Maybe somebody will succeed, not succeed, but you will face a lot of problems, a lot of hectic life will happen. But a nice, peaceful way is ki bhai, chalo sab saath chalte hain. Let everybody grow. And this world is filled with opportunities. So you have to become broad-minded. Okay, sabko milega. Why am I giving so much of value as part of these programs? Because I know everybody of you will have your own success journey of life, and I will have my own success journey in life. This world is filled with opportunities and success for everybody. It is not like if you grow, I will not grow. Both can grow together. You need to get the right mindset. Okay. Now, how you should progress as part of these 5 topics which we touched. Okay. Everybody. Basically, pehla junior level, don't directly get on to the clients and the company related. Zyada udoge to marengi public pagadi. Your first level, okay, dekho, right from tomorrow onwards, you should have one goal first. If you now different people might be at different stage in this, but your first stage should be start working on your own growth by daily allocating 1 hour mandatory for self-development. And that self-development is going to be from tech perspective and soft skill perspective. And let this system run forever. Keep month on month taking certifications, keep learning new courses which will help you to add more value. Okay? So keep doing that, but 1 hour every day, lock it and do something which will help you to grow in your own personal development. That's a simple system. Now you figure out. Okay, there are so many things as part of tomorrow also we are going to discuss on what you should do for your own growth. Okay, and last season maybe took 2 sessions. For every project, there are 30 technical areas where you can learn and grow. Okay, 30 technical areas where you can learn or grow. So we will like take that as well. But the point is daily reserve 1 hour for your own growth. Take up courses on Udemy, take up courses on LinkedIn Learning, take up tutorials, build parallel projects, read more, apply more, and that's how you grow 1 hour every single day. Keep taking certifications month on month, but that hour should always be there. And in weekends, spend 4 hours. क्या करना है? मारो पूरा दिन छुट्टी यार, सुबह 8 बजे उठो, 8 to 10 in the morning, do something over weekend or evening time. You have 48 hours, 4 घंटा उसमें से possible है निकालना. Don't say not possible. ठीक है, तो first commitment, write down the first conclusion, the first action right from tomorrow. Block 1 hour a day. Working professionals के लिए this is important. Job seekers will definitely put efforts in learning, but all the working professionals first. Okay, daily 1 hour self growth. Okay, daily 1 hour, comma, weekend 4 hours. You can imagine 5 plus 4, 9 hours a week you are putting on self growth. You will grow so rapid. Okay, daily 1 hour and weekend 4 hours. Okay, working on yourself. Okay, now since we touched this topic, okay, let me even give you guys some kind of clarity ki what you can learn about. We already discussed it in last time. I will write a blog about it, then you guys go through this blog as well. Okay, so tomorrow I'll publish a blog on this one, but these are Okay, so we will not take another 1-2 hours of session on this because things are pretty much there. You just need to go through it. I'll tell you how to learn this. Okay. I compiled from my 13 years of IT industry experience, I compiled a list of 30 plus points which everybody should know in the project, the right ways of doing, the best practices of doing it. And let me tell you, this is all coming from experience. So I'm not sure whether there will be one course which really covers this. So if you go to Udemy, एक course में सब कुछ जानना है, maybe it will not be available. So every single topic is an independent topic, and you need to go to Google, ChatGPT about how to work on that. What are the standards? It's all a self-exploring activity. So the point is, if you have built this first system, daily 1 hour, weekend mein 4 hours, now comes the second point, what you should do as part of this hours, and this is what I'm trying to guide all the working professionals. Okay, you can see how do you do the right functional development with the right coding standards across all the areas. Then focus upon API standards, when to use what, how the error code needs to be handled, how these should be handled, how the naming convention should be. Then if you're using database, what are the ethics for it? Then how are you doing API documentation, commenting, design, modularity, unit testing, applying it in your code, working with multiple tools, using static code analyzer, doing API testing with Postman, doing some performance testing, focus upon security, end-to-end working on the project. Next, API security, understanding third-party integrations, understanding when to use sync, when to use async, and then understanding when to use schedule jobs or crons, and then error handling in system, logging in the system, working with open sources, libraries in the project, estimating things properly, understanding the branching model, environment, health, concurrency, leadership, and there are a lot of things. Okay. Point is, even if you don't know anything right now, doesn't matter. It is something which I learned out of my 13 years. These are all crucial areas for every project. The point is right now, because nobody gave it to me. So when I'm giving it, I think you should, those who will grasp these 32, they will grow so faster. Agar next 2 saal mein, if you become master of all this, your entire career, you will be able to enjoy like anything. Because what happens is project to project only, functional requirement changes. The standards remain same. It is one-time effort, but throughout the life you will enjoy. So what is required? I'll write a blog about these points. And then your mission should be one by one, start Googling each of the point, read blogs about it, read the standards, start experimenting, and parallelly do coding. Theoretical knowledge, say nothing is going to happen. That knowledge which you gain, convert it into practical. Then for some of the topics, see if there are any Udemy courses available which can help you. Check whether LinkedIn Learning something is available. But main thing is, block your 1 hour every single day, and you will find a lot of things to be done as part of that. Let's say if you're done with all this, your next comes ki, start taking up certifications which will help you to grow in your career. That means if just this you put, next 1 year tak you will be very busy in personal development. बहुत कुछ है करने को, guys. We need to take time out and do stuff. Okay, so this is one technique, your next actions which we said. Okay, so just write down. Okay, write down the, you wrote ke daily 1 hour, weekend 4 hours. Okay. Okay, take up certifications, comma, courses. And guys, सोचा मत करो यार कि यूडेमी पे 500 रुपए का कोर्स खरीदू, लिंक्डइन का 15,000 का ईयरली सब्सक्रिप्शन, शुड आई टेक इट और नॉट? देखो, इफ यू डोंट ग्रो, your salary will not grow, nothing is going to grow. Okay, you have to unblock this narrow mind which many people have. Even I had this for a very long time. और यार monthly 1500 कौन खर्चा करेगा? अरे तुम करोगे भाई, और कौन करेगा? It's as simple as that. If you put that 1500 every month on yourself, then you will get a 5 lakh hike by the end of the year. Understand that common sense. If you do certifications by paying money, in the end you will be rewarded because of that more. So don't pull back. सब कुछ free चाहिए, YouTube पे यहाँ वहाँ, maybe not everything is available free. Okay, somehow lucky कि ये program चल रहा है, but थोड़ा try to find out. ठीक है, तो चलो, this is what it is. So find courses, continue, like find courses, upgrade yourself on a regular basis. Okay, this should be your first step, everybody. Okay. Now, पहला तो इस पे ही focus करो. Don't go to the team project and all that. Now, it depends on different people, right? Based upon your experience and what you're doing in your projects right now, you can choose what next to be done. Okay. Now, the second stage. Okay, guys, write down the second step. Okay. And they go, do the courses which will help the current project. Okay. Do the courses which will help the current project. Somebody saying ki I have done a full stack course. Guys, it's a never ending learning process. First of all, know that. Okay, 13 years in industry and I'm always learning. So if you have done the full stack, whatever standards I have mentioned, definitely you might not be knowing many of that. So work on these standards. But something or the other has to be figured out for learning. That's what it is. Okay. Now, the second point. Okay. Do the things which help the current project. Do the things which help the current project. If you are not doing that, practical knowledge will not come and that will impact you. Okay. So second, do the things which helps the current project. That's your second step. Okay. Now, third step. Thoda critical. Dekho, how we are going from personal growth to team growth, project growth. This understanding this is very important. Okay. Third, okay, write it down. Involve with some team members. Involve with some team members to share your learnings. Involve with some team members. Now you identify who these some team members are. To share your learnings. Involve with some team members to share your learnings. Okay. And check how to implement that in the project. This is very critical step. You have to take your learnings and give value to the system. Okay. All the guys, unrelated questions in the bottom, we will discuss all that later. Next week ka kaam hai wo sab. Okay. Now, so this is the third step. Take the learnings, share it with the team members, see how these learning needs to be implemented back in the project. Okay. And once that is done, okay, fourth step is, okay, discuss with the team, train the team. And then fifth step is, so next step is train your full team. Next is apply it in the project for getting results. You just apply these simple things. So first stage pay, work on yourself. Now take and identify what area you should work, which you can implement it in your project, which will add value to the project. Start working on that. It might take 2 weeks, it might take 1 month, it's up to you. But once you find it, move through this full list of steps. Check how you can implement it in the project. And after that, one by one, start moving through it. Okay? This is what it is simple. Now, second thing which you start working on right from tomorrow. Okay, write down the second thing. Improving the team collaboration. Start working on this right tomorrow. You have to make your life happy and joyful. So improving the team collaboration. Okay. कुछ भी कर सकते हो guys. Ideas are limitless. You can like surprise gifts for the team. एक ऐसे केक लेके चले गए, कभी स्वीट्स लेके चले गए. If टीम वालों का बर्थडे है तो कुछ गिफ्ट्स कार्ड दे रहे. Okay, or going outside for lunch or games, cricket खेलने के लिए चले गए. But do things which really bond the environment. And if others are not doing it, you take that initiative. But don't make your work become a dead place to be where you feel pain every single day. Thoda initiation lo. And once you become that friendly, work will become enjoyment. So fine. So all the techniques are applicable there. Now, whatever you want to apply, just apply that and you can go together. So that is the second area where you need to work upon. Okay? And now the next thing is, guys, once you do this, so right from tomorrow, first 1 hour of daily learning, habituate to that. Okay. Second, collaboration पे start कर लो right from tomorrow. Okay. Third area, guys, write it down. Okay. Build strong network with right IT professionals. This is very important for your career growth. Okay. Build strong network with right IT professionals. देखो guys, क्या हो रहा है अभी? Recession is happening. Okay. Jobs का ये वो चलते रहता है something. Now, if you maintain good bonding with these people, that is where collaboration becomes helpful. If you maintain these good bonds with people, and that too value add bonding है, time pass नहीं चल रहा, you are helping them grow, they are helping you grow. That means right candidates. देखो, losers के साथ if you bond, you will not get any value in your life. So you should avoid being with negative minded people in the IT industry and losers. You should avoid being with such people, and you should be along growth minded people in the industry who is talking about success, growth, and then putting efforts at project, improving the things. Those are the right people which you should hang out with if you want to succeed. Otherwise, you will also become negative and narrow minded, and you will not win in your life. It's very bad, that kind of trajectory. So, but when you bond with the right people, the next step, and right now itself start working towards this. Kya hoga, guys? Let me tell you the worst case. Let's say 5 years from now, you'd never know what's happening in the IT industry. Let's say if something, a bad thing happens in your project, okay? You should just call, let's say, the top 5 people in your circle, and they're all good. And maybe after 5 years, they're all working in different companies and projects. Itna strong bond hona chahiye. You just call them, and if they have an opening in their project, they will definitely like to refer you somewhere. And if you maintain bond with losers and negative minded people, in 5 years from now also, they will be losers and they will not be able to do great things with their own career, how they can help you in your problem. So the third step is identify who are the right people in your current job or maybe in your past jobs. If you're already working in industry since past few years, I would suggest ki thoda sa gade murde ukhado. Go back in your past and see who are the good people available and start maintaining connections with them. Okay, maybe, dekho, my way is to get a bit practical about it. एक system बना लो, weekly एक बंदे से बात करनी है, or monthly you will touch 2 members of your old, and there is no motive behind it. But the point is you are investing on this bonding, and you never know in next 5 years, 10 years, बहुत output आएगा. And many people don't do that in the industry. They just pass through and never made any good connections. And now alone they are suffering for jobs or anything else. So if you can fix this right now itself, first identify the good people, and you can take this initiative right from tomorrow. Identify in your past projects or in the current project, who are these good guys? Second, invest time in building relationship with these people. ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं करना, you just calling them, अरे क्या पढ़ रहा है, what is the new trend happening in your project, just discussions, weekly once or 2 week में एक बार or monthly once, but be in touch, and then they will guide you on how you should grow, you guide them on what's happening in your project, and that's how collaboration. And then when they know that you are also growth minded and hungry for more, referring becomes easy. Now let me tell you guys, okay, almost 7 years ago, I stopped referring people. I don't refer anybody. Okay. Why? Because I know that people have attitude problems, commitment problems, lack of knowledge problems. So I don't want to refer somebody who is not good. But if there is somebody from a 5-member circle who I know is really good, even if there is no opportunity in my project, I will tell them कि भाई कुछ करके तू आ जा यहाँ पे, it will be really good. So unknown referral is not going to click, but somebody who knows you are good, you know they are good and capable people, in 5 years from now, they will be in different projects. So you have to invest time in building relationships in the industry. That's the third step. And you can start doing it right from tomorrow onwards. So these are your initial next moves. Right from tomorrow, start working on it. अगर लग रहा है नहीं tomorrow नहीं कर सकते, तो tomorrow start with only the first one, which is 1 hour learning on your own personal growth, and then rest of the activity weekend may start figuring out who these people should be, how do you want to reach out for them, and the second approach as well. Okay? And once you reach this initial, then move to the other phases of working with the people for applying it. Okay? Now the next thing, okay, we will just take the attendance right now. Uske baad ek closure marte, or let's just conclude it. It's just 2 minutes thing. Okay, nothing. We are not going to take more time. 2 minutes thing. Once you are growing and you are taking your team to grow along and you are implementing those things in the project, okay, tab aata hai, you need to take some of your team members and then along with them strategize how to keep the clients happy. Then take your team members along with them strategize how to do things at organization level. Don't do it alone. You will be like pulled back in your career. Always collaborate with other people and साथ में बोलो कि भाई चलो ये करते हैं. And then when they see that you are taking everybody together, people will make way for you because they are not doing it for themselves anyways. But when they see that you are growing and you're taking everybody along, people will respect you, value you, and make way for you. So write down this as the next tip for you, okay? While doing client initiatives or company initiatives, guys, this is gem knowledge. This is the truth of the world. And it will work. I know that for sure. I want you to really understand and apply. Okay? Next, while doing client initiatives or organization level initiatives, okay, do it along with your team members. I'm not saying a full team, but at least 2-3 बंदों को ले लो ताकि एक हो जाता है, right? We have like people together. So it doesn't look like you're selfish and alone you are planning to grow. And anyways, that doesn't grow much, guys. Life in the end, क्या matters? Yeah? You're living happily, you're growing, learning, others are growing, learning. That's what matters. Okay, selfishness, nothing is going to work out in the end. Okay, so write down the last tip there. Okay, and let me share the attendance for today. And guys, start applying it. Dekho, again, techniques is the step number 1. Now, those who understand, those who apply, okay, they will get results immediately. They will start finding joy at work. I love my work. Why? Because you're bonding so much with your people. Let me share the attendance. Okay. Achha. Aishwarya is saying repeat the last point. 1 second. Let me put the attendance. 3333 is the code. And this is the attendance link. The last point is, okay, for taking initiatives for client improvement and company improvement, do it along with your team. Don't do it alone. At least junior to mid-level experience. Once you get more experience, like 5 years and all, then you can start taking initiative. But usme bhi, guys, team should not get, it's really critical. Team should not get ki bhai, I do all the work and this guy is taking the credit. That thing spoils the culture. And you cannot let that feeling come. So team ko generally pull karo always. That's how leaders are. They would like to take a step back and give you the opportunity to be that person. You will really start enjoying your corporate journey a lot. Otherwise, pressure, tension will start coming. Okay, so the 4th point is client initiative, corporate initiative. You do it along with your team. Don't try to do it alone. It will be bad. Remaining thing, you can get started, but involve your team in order to do it. And don't come up with this attitude, I will show it to my manager, rest of the people are not doing, and then I will get promotion. That model is also not going to work. That model will also not work. You have to grow. Then you have to say, hey, I learned this with 2-3 team members and discuss with them, okay, project mein can we implement it? And then your managers will automatically know that you're doing these kind of initiatives and then work with those people and then finalize how to do it. Then take the proposal with your manager, okay, aise soch rahe hum log. And then once everything gets finalized, then involve the team more and then collaboration mein grow karo. You will be living your life pretty nicely. Okay. So guys, that's it for today's session. Do apply. It's already, everything is streamed on YouTube. Tomorrow it will be available in our blog as well. And tomorrow we will walk through IT project related, the core checklist of how you should work in corporate projects. Once we do that tomorrow, Tuesday, फिर Wednesday and Thursday से we will start going on for job seekers का full on step-by-step planning. Corporate वालों के लिए देखो ये plus tomorrow session where these today's ideas also will be available. उस पे बैठ के अभी planning करनी पड़ेगी. Okay, so it's up to you how best you can get value out of this. but the system will run. Plan your weeks, plan your day, review your day, and results will start coming. Okay, so thank you everybody for your time and have a lovely day. See you guys tomorrow. Okay, chalo.